Hello, 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 hello. We are watching the space
Well, there
launching,
you heard it.
so here we go.
RSR NTD.
It legit launches in
They're getting ready to
like 2
start
minutes.
terminal count.
Rotation NA
So,
this time, please.
yeah,
It's currently at T-minus 10
something
minutes.
cool. Oh, maybe not. It says T minus 10 minutes.
Once we wrap up
It's supposed to be
last
launching
bit of
at,
work,
at 24, which is at 2 minutes.
I'm going to start that clock.
Copy that, thank you.
So yeah, there's still 10 minutes left.
You heard an issue, worked in real time with telemetry lock on the Orion. It was transitory. It was very short. They checked the data, confirmed that they had a good lock. This was with the S-band transmitter on the Orion. Worked through that issue, looked at the data, and cleared it. All with the world watching. Impressive work by the launch team. So we have a 2-hour window, which starts in just a few minutes at 6:24 p.m. Eastern Time and goes until 8:24 p.m. Eastern Time.
And ECL NTD will be waiting for your verification on the short purge. ECL copies.
Okay.
And for all
Yes,
personnel,
ARAM.
once we get that short
This
purge
is a live rocket
verification,
launching.
we'll verify that we are clear to go, and then we'll proceed with the terminal count.
I don't remember if I told you, but these people are going back to the moon. First people since 1972 to go back to the moon. And they're gonna go around the moon to a place that we've never seen before. So we're basically gonna see the backside of the moon that we've never seen before.
ECL time estimate?
About a minute.
Alright, it's 24.
Copy.
Should be starting soon.
So we're going into the launch window, but not by much, it looks like. Just wrapping up some final work. And once that's completed, you'll hear NASA Test Director Jeff Spaulding ask for the ground launch sequencer operator to go ahead and start the clock.
Oh, so we still have over 10 minutes.
The ground launch sequencer is an application software. It runs on top of the launch control system in the firing room. Acts like a conductor of an orchestra.
So once they're ready, they're gonna
executing hundreds
set
of
the
commands
10-minute
in
launch.
precise order and timing. It's all
Launching from
autonomous.
Florida.
CCL 212, short purge initiations verified.
9-day trip
All right,
around the
copy
moon and
that,
back.
and we're verifying our constraints.
Look, there's like smoke coming out. Oh, can y'all see my mouse? I don't know.
All right, and
Hopefully.
we're clear from
y'all
cutouts.
can. Oh yeah,
And with that,
look,
we're
there's
going to
like
resume
smoke
the
coming
clock
out.
momentarily. And CGLS, you can resume the clock on your mark.
GLS copies.
I don't know what that smoke is from.
2, 1,
One.
mark. GLS mainline
clock
has
is
been initiated.
T-minus 10 minutes and
26.
counting.
Okay, so here it says 9 minutes. That's at 26.
And that begins terminal count. Our
Okay.
new T0 is 6:35
9 minutes until this
p.m.
rocket
Eastern
launches.
Time. 6:35 p.m.
Here's what a whole
I'm
home
done,
water
bro.
filtration system costs.
From now on, you're going to hear two voices on the loops. If everything goes nominally, NASA Test Director Jeff Spaulding, who's directly managing the launch team, and Alex Bendelos, the GLS operator who closely monitors the software. He has the ability to stop and restart the countdown. A lot of people ask about whether there's a launch button. There certainly is not.
Flight and rock. Our new T0 is 22, 35, 12.
Houston flight copies. 22, 35, 12.
Affirm.
There you heard confirmation of the exact T0, 6:35 and 12 seconds p.m. Eastern Time. Again, our T0 is 6:35 and 12 seconds p.m. Eastern Time. But as I was saying, there's no launch button. This is autonomous. But there is a button that keeps you from launching, and that button allows the GLS operator to pause the countdown outside of terminal count and during terminal count and submit a hold to the next holding point. So the clock won't stop right away. If there's an issue, we'll go to the next stable holding point. This is how GLS configures the rocket and ground systems to a stable point where they can stop the countdown if that's needed. But right now, we are counting down our next big milestone, looking to retract the crew access arm.
Buttons left.
GLS is go for crew access arm retract.
And there you see the crew access arm moving away. That's the path that the astronauts took to ingress into the rocket. Until this point, that was their way off the pad if they needed to evacuate. But now with that arm retracting, the backup transitions to a launch abort system. And they'll begin arming that shortly. Of course, the launch abort system, great shot there of the crew access arm retracting away. The launch abort system is the tower at the top, and that's what would pull Orion and its crew off the top of the rocket in case of an emergency, whether it's on the ground or in flight. This is critical safety hardware that protects the lives of the astronauts.
Watch this all be an April Fool's joke, and this isn't even real. That'd be funny.
Starting at T-minus 6 minutes,
6
the GLS will
minutes.
start bringing that and other high-energy systems online, starting with core stage pressurization.
Six minutes remaining until this launches. Yeah, but you can
Whether
see
it's 90%
like
go, the
smoke
range
coming
is
out
go,
from here.
all systems are go.
T-minus 6 minutes.
GLS is go for core stage tank pressurization.
So they're
That means
going
the
around the
replenish
moon,
valve for the liquid
and we're
hydrogen
going to see
tank
the
has now
backside of the moon,
closed,
which
and
I'm
that
pretty sure
tank
we've
is
never seen
beginning to
before.
pressurize to flight levels because that hydrogen is naturally boiling
Now,
inside the tank.
at a point, they're going to be at least 230,000
We'll get the liquid
miles away
oxygen
from
tank
Earth.
a little later in the count. Now the team is waiting for verification that, if needed, the Artemis
They're in
II
this
crew
white
could
part,
use the
I'm
launch
pretty
abort
sure,
system to pull
because
Orion
this is
safely
what
off the top of the rocket in an
disconnects from
emergency.
that, the rest
Let's
of the
listen in for
rocket
that call.
or whatever. Maybe they aren't, because there's two
GLS
white
verifies
things.
last capability available.
And
Oh yeah,
CDR
maybe I'm
copy.
saying it wrong. Maybe they're in this big part, and these two white things disconnect.
That's great news, and you heard the
I don't know. It's
NTD
one of those two.
verify that with the commander of the mission.
GLS is go for
Oh, they
FTF
probably
arm.
are in the big one.
Now work is being done to arm the flight termination system. This is so the range safety can send a flight termination command if the rocket flies too far off track. There's a brief built-in delay so the launch abort system has time to pull the astronauts
GLS
to
is
safety
go for
first.
LH2 high flow bleed check.
All right, the high flow bleed check. That's so the cryo team gets verification that the RS-25 engines, all four of them, are in the proper temperature range for launch.
T-minus 4 minutes. What, y'all can't see the
GLS is go for
timer.
core
My
stage
camera's
APU
covering it.
start.
Core stage APUs start. Those are auxiliary power units, high-speed turbines which provide pressure to hydraulic pumps that steer the RS-25 engines. We're going to see a gimbal test a little later at T-minus 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This is what allows that to happen. Coming up in about 20 seconds, we're listening for go for purge sequence 4. That's a helium purge of the 4 core stage engines downstream of the propellant valve. This gets all the air and moisture out of there.
GLS is go for purge sequence 4.
Moving through the milestones. All is looking good. Coming up in just a few seconds, we're going to get that thrust vector control actuator test.
There we go.
This is a
Hold on,
gimbling of the
gotta go back.
engines.
Switch to another tab.
3 of
There we
them.
go.
Shuttle Heritage, 1 of them built from shuttle parts.
This is so crazy to
There
see.
you see them moving.
Oh, look, yeah. You see those things moving? These big, things. See, T-minus 2 minutes.
Now we're going to start moving the power from both the upper stage and the lower stage of the rocket to internal, taking ground power away.
Getting ready
and
to
now
launch
going
this.
to battery power.
So if you don't know where they're going
GLS
going
is go
around
for upper stage.
the moon. They're going to the moon. First people since 1972.
Right,
And
power
they're
is
going to
removed from the
go around
rocket's
the moon.
upper stage,
So, and I'm pretty sure
the ICPS, and it's
we've
gonna
never
switch to
seen it. So
battery.
they're going to
Same
see
milestone for
the
lower
back
core
side of the
stage
moon,
coming up at T-minus 1 minute and 30
from which we
seconds.
never see.
Right now,
And then
the
at one
4-person
point they're going to be at
Artemis II
least
crew is
230,000 miles away from Earth.
248,000 miles
It's a
away from the
9-day
moon.
trip.
And if
They're
all
launching
goes
from
well, they will
the
fly
Kennedy
by it
Center
6
in
days.
Florida. And yeah.
GLS is go for core stage to internal power.
All right, there's the rocket's core stage, which houses 3 flight computers, is now on its own power.
T-minus a minute and 20.
There's no more hold time because there's no more margin on these batteries. So we would have to recycle back to T-minus 10 to recharge if we had a hold.
They don't have a hold. They just said they'd have to go back to 10 minutes if they had a
1
hold.
minute.
Right now,
T-minus
the rocket
1
does not know what the
minute.
T0 is, but coming up at T-minus 33 seconds, control shifts from the ground launch sequencer to the rocket's onboard autonomous launch sequencer, or ALS. The rocket will count itself down, but honor any holds that could come from the ground. Now, shortly after liftoff, Houston will take control of the rocket, and my colleague Gary Jordan will take over commentary.
GLS is go for ALS.
Great call out. The rocket is on its own. 4 brave explorers ready to ride the most
All right,
powerful
here they
rocket
go. Godspeed. Godspeed, you explorers.
NASA has ever launched.
It's about to go. A few seconds away.
Sound suppression
They
water is
took
flowing.
the timer off.
And here
There
we go. 10,
Mm,
9,
9,
8,
8,
7,
7, 6,
RS-25 engines
5.
lit.
Yo.
4, 3,
3,
2,
2, 1.
Booster ignition. And liftoff. The crew of Artemis II now bound for the moon. Humanity's next great voyage begins.
That's crazy.
Good roll pitch.
Wow.
Roger, roll pitch.
Houston now controlling the flight of integrity on the Artemis
Here's something
II mission
outside.
around the moon.
Not even close, but... Oh, there's a rocket! I'm just
Integrity,
kidding.
AMT high.
AMT high.
That's crazy.
On time, passing 30 seconds into the flights. Integrity passes the alternate beacon. Target milestone. Mission Control Houston seeing good performance.
For sure, it's gonna disconnect from the
Launch
white
system
things
core
in a few
stage.
minutes.
Integrity, 3 miles in altitude. Traveling more than 1,200 miles per hour.
I feel like I hear something outside. I'm nowhere close. Thousands of miles away.
Mission elapsed time, passing 1 minute, approaching max Q.
On Ponce de Leon.
Stan, we have you loud and clear on Ponce de Leon.
Have you the same?
Communication signal transfer confirmed as Integrity and its crew go supersonic. Approaching 90 seconds into the Artemis II mission. Integrity is 14 miles in altitude, 8 miles downrange, traveling more than 2,600 miles per hour. One minute 50 seconds of mission elapsed time, standing by for main engine throttle down to 85%, ahead of solid rocket booster separation, expected at the 2-minute 9-second mark. We see throttle down. Confirmed
trust the rocket.
separation. Main engine's throttling up, guidance converged.
Can't even see it anymore.
Integrity,
Oh, there we go.
guidance converged.
Oh, yeah,
Performance
see, the white
nominal,
parts came
upper
off.
stage RCS ready.
Wow, look how high they are already.
Copy all,
That's
Stan.
crazy. So those are white things that fell off. They're right here.
Integrity, SM priming complete.
Those are white things.
Yes,
Which
I'm
are gonna come
running
falling back down.
2 minutes 45 seconds of mission elapsed time into the Artemis II mission. Thrusters on Integrity and upper stage confirmed in a ready state ahead of service module fairing separation. Minutes into the flight. Integrity 49 miles in altitude, 78 miles downrange, now
Wow.
passing 5,000 miles per hour.
They're already in space. That's crazy. Oh, something's opening up. Is that supposed to happen? I don't know. I don't know anything about these.
Standing by for launch abort system jettison.
Houston Integrity, good last jettison, great view.
Copy jettison. Team Eco 8+02.
We see the same on board, Stan.
And Houston has you loud and clear on Tidris at the Carmen line.
Outstanding, Stan, we have you the same.
3 minutes 50 seconds into the flight of Artemis II, Wiseman, Glover, Cook, and Hansen cross the boundary to space with good comm checks. GPS signals acquired after last jettison now working on internal checks to verify accuracy. Flight Dynamics Officer analyzed the time of main engine cutoff, confirmed at 8 minutes 2 seconds, time of MECO.
Crazy how high up they are already. Wow, they've already been up there for 4
Integrity,
minutes.
GPS processing.
So crazy how fast this goes. Alright, I'm assuming this is the sun right here. How bright it
Outstanding,
is.
Stan, we see the same, and we have a beautiful moonrise. We're headed right at it.
Maybe that's the moon and they're going at it. On how you just said.
Approaching 5 minutes into the flight,
I don't think the
Commander
moon's
Reed
that bright.
Wiseman confirms he has visuals of his destination. GPS guidance, navigation, and control software finishes internal checks and sends to navigation channels.
Integrity, 3 engine press.
3 engine press.
On time, now passing 5 minutes 20 seconds of mission elapsed time into the Artemis II mission. At this point, 3 good main engines are all that's needed to carry Integrity to a nominal main engine cutoff target. Though at this time, we're seeing 4 good engines here in Mission Control Houston. Integrity, 75 miles in altitude, 330 miles downrange, approaching 10,000 miles per hour.
Integrity, looking good at 6 minutes.
Same on board, Stan.
Good trajectory and engine performance. Booster officer will soon report the shutdown plan to Flight Director Judd Freeling, expected at the 7-minute mark. Integrity, 78 miles in altitude, 460 miles downrange.
Integrity, expect nominal shutdown.
Integrity copies nominal shutdown.
6 minutes 40 seconds of mission elapsed time. Shutdown plan is as expected. Again, the time of MECO was confirmed at 8 minutes 2 seconds into the flight. Seven minutes of mission elapsed time. Throttling down as we approach the abort once around option. Milestone at the 7-minute 30-second mark. Now 84 miles in altitude, 650 miles downrange, traveling more than 15,000 miles per hour.
Integrity, AOA open.
AOA open.
The window is now open for an abort once around option that would target splashdown in the Pacific Ocean. Still following nominal ascent at this time. About 10 seconds remaining until the main engine cutoff of the Space Launch System core stage. Standing by for confirmation of MECO and core stage separation.
I guess something else is going to come off the main engine, because I guess they have other engines that they use during it.
Integrity,
There we go.
To be honest,
You gotta be
sometimes I
kidding.
actually have no idea. And boom.
We see the same on board, Stan.
Eight minutes 40 seconds into the flight, we have a nominal main engine cutoff heading in the right trajectory on the way to swing around the moon. Core stage has separated, done its job. The Space Launch System upper stage, the Interim Cryogenic Propulsion Stage, or ICPS, still attached to the Orion spacecraft. Nine minutes of mission elapsed time. Integrity crew of Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen now in orbit around the Earth at the beginning of their journey to the moon.
Integrity Houston, looking ahead to PRM numbers so far per the pad.
Copy that, Stan. Numbers for the pad.
Capcom Stan Loves now reminding the crew that the perigee raise maneuver time of ignition is as expected prior to booster ignition. That time being 49 minutes 50 seconds of mission elapsed time.
I don't know if anything's happening.
Integrity, good. NEDS deploy.
Copy that, Stan. Good, Neds.
We've been in space for 10 minutes now.
And Integrity Houston for PWD setup. Just a reminder, halfway open on the secondary.
halfway open.
Passing 11 minutes of mission elapsed time. Here, overhearing the conversation between Capcom Stan Love and Commander Reed Wiseman, already passing some milestones. We have a good nozzle extension deployment system. That is confirmed. Complete. We also have the visors are confirmed up. Now past the dynamic phase of flight, that is ascent. Their launch and entry suits that provided them an extra layer of protection. Now not as needed. They're going to raise those visors. And later in today's mission, they will begin to egress or get out of the suits to begin some of their initial tasks of activating some of the systems aboard in the Integrity spacecraft. It's passing 12 minutes of mission elapsed time. Again, the perigee raise maneuver that's targeted near 50 minutes of mission
Alright,
elapsed
I
time,
don't
49
think they're gonna do
minutes
anything
50
else.
seconds.
So,
That's what the crew is going to be working towards. The
yeah,
Commander
thank y'all
Reed
for
Wiseman,
watching,
pilot Victor Glover
and
will focus on
I didn't even know if I was gonna
preparing for
stream
that
today, and then
milestone.
this was like, this was launched at 24 hours, like, ooh, that's in 2 minutes, why not
In the
watch
meantime,
this?
mission specialist
And I had to
Christina
wait
Cook
another 10
and
minutes, but
Jeremy
that was
Hansen
still cool seeing live.
will start some of the
Alright, but yeah,
activation of
thank y'all for
environmental and
watching,
control light
and I'll
support
see
systems. You may
y'all,
hear confirmation of
probably,
their
I probably won't
activation
stream again
over the
tonight,
Orion to Earth
unless, again, Fortnite,
communication network.
but, yeah. Alright, thank y'all for coming. This will be re-uploaded to YouTube,
Houston,
and, yeah,
C3 aux power back in auto.
that's the
Copy C3 aux,
Artemis
and we're 2 minutes
2
to maneuver.
launch from Kennedy Center in Florida. They're going around the moon. Alright. First time back since 1972. Alright, I'll see y'all.